Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the MCU in 2025. So for most of this discussion, this will just revolve around the movies. For those of you guys who don't know this about me, I was there when these shows that they were producing first started. I remember when they were first announced, and I remember that when Disney Plus came out, I started with WandaVision, watching these shows, not binging them. Episodes were dropping weekly, and I'd watch them. And then I got to the point, She-Hulk Season 1, Episode 6, and I was like, you know what? I can do much more better things with my life than watch this pile of shit they call television. So I know people have asked me, MSK, are you going to watch Daredevil Born Again? Because people know I kind of like Daredevil. I have some of his comic books over there. Unless it generally gets good word of mouth, I'm not. Because they've never really told a good TV show, in my opinion. Outside of, like, insert the one that people like. Darnell likes Loki. Arza, I think, like one of them. Bob liked one of them. Dan liked one of them.
Wait,
you know?
You're correlating the Netflix shows with what they're putting out now. That's two separate fucking levels, man. Those Netflix shows... Even I hated Jessica Jones, but it was still better than anything they're putting out now.
Yeah.
So Daredevil Born Again is going to be good.
I hope. I hope. Because I never checked any of those shows out. Because, you know, I was, you know, back in the day, I was a Chad. I was getting girls every single day, obviously, sleeping with them, sending them home. You know, so I had no time for cringe superhero stuff. It's a lie.
Totally false.
He's telling his own superhero story.
So, you know,
you can't prove it's false.
I hope Daredevil Born Again is good. But outside of that, in 2025, we have 3 movies dropping. So we have Captain America 4, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. So I'm not too sure about the release order of the last 2, but I know Captain America 4 is coming out next month.
It's Cap 4, then Thunderbolts.
Yeah. So here is something that we have to obviously go over, which is a lot of people think the MCU is going to bounce back with these 3 movies. So the only reason you think that is because you are either, well, okay, I used to do this too. I'm guilty of this too. Really, really optimistic, right? Because people will be like, because more Marvel fans do this with comics and everything. They'll be like, hey, bro, it'll go back to how it used to be, man. It'll be the good times, bro. Guys, anyone you're watching this video, right? All of us here have been with it when it was good. I was alive when it started. I know when it was good. I know, and now I know when it's shit. So this concept of like, is it going to go back to being the way it used to be? Hey, literally, Jesus himself could literally rise from the dead tomorrow. Is that really going to happen? Probably not. So that's the point. Is like, with these movies coming out, okay, so let's talk about Captain America 4. I'm going to do another reaction to the second trailer, and we'll talk about the reshoots at some point later on. Captain America 4. Is anybody really excited for that? I know you guys have seen the trailers. I've seen them. I've seen the first one. Doesn't interest you at all, right? Nothing there.
Well, I'm excited to see how badly it fails. Given how much I know the budget, given the fact that the budget is at least $400, if not $500 million.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It needs over, and not including the marketing budget. This movie needs to make over $1 billion in the box office to break even. Not to make money, to break even.
Yeah. Also, to tackle onto your point, when it comes to big blockbusters, Bob knows this too. Those marketing budgets for big blockbusters are at the very least, $80 to $100 million.
Minimum.
So this movie needs to be taken in basically, think of like Barbie. It needs to make that much money for it to be profitable, not break even, not because breaking even is bad. Profit, actual money you can take home after everything's paid and done. And with Captain America, like with Sam Wilson, people know I know comics, right? So with that character specifically, when it comes to Captain America, they've always canceled his comic book line. And it's gotten so bad recently, they just are now doing, with this past week that just happened, a new 4-issue limited miniseries. He can't do himself an ongoing run anymore. They always cancel it. All new, all different Marvel, Captain America, Sam Wilson, canceled. 2 years later on, had another run, canceled. Captain America, Symbol of Hope, running with Captain America, Symbol of Liberty, canceled after like 12 issues. He's always getting canceled due to low sales. No one is interested in Captain America. Sam Wilson, I'm sorry. I think his suit looks cool. I think the suit looks really, really cool. But that ain't enough to get people to care about his character. People want to see Captain America. Just Chris Evans, Steve Rogers. They want to see that guy. They don't want to see Black Captain America. Marvel had the chance to do this because Chris Evans obviously didn't want to be in the MCU anymore. He's doing it for a long time. So they had a perfect opportunity to make, fucking Anthony Mackie Captain America. Keep in mind, no one liked this in the comic books. We're like, oh, that happened in the comic books. I want people to stop being fucking retarded. Okay, so stop being retarded once in your life. Literally stop doing that.
Hold on. That's like a whole, like, double-sided, two-edged sword here, because I know I know I myself, Arzan, I know you've even said this too, MSK, we like comic accuracy. So when we say it would happen in the comics, we're okay with it. When the other side says it, we tend to not be okay with it.
Well, that's the thing I was going to go into, because average people assume just because it was in the comics, it was a liked thing and a lot of people liked it. That's not true. For some reason, people, when they say that, don't automatically in the next thought think into their brains, hey, was that a liked thing? Was that an actual good recept idea from the fans? No, guys, it's not, because we know due to the sale numbers and canceled runs consistently, it doesn't sell very well. So why would this sell to the average moviegoer? Obviously,
if it's good, I will eat crow. The thing is, I'm okay with them changing something in the comics if it's legitimately a good change. For instance, the X-Men movies changing their costumes, good change. The X-Men costumes look stupid. I'm sorry, they do, but because they looked good, I was okay with it. If they go and make Anthony Mackie's Captain America, and it is the greatest thing ever, then I will eat crow and say, yeah, it's stupid. They violated the comics, but they improved it. Mm-hmm. Problem is, it's going to be shit.
And keep in mind, even though we're not going to go too much into the reshoots because that's obviously a separate thing, keep in mind, guys, this movie was at one point done. They reshot almost the entire thing and wrote a completely different story because constant test screenings showed that people just found it. They didn't really say bad. It was boring. That's even almost worse than bad. You're just sitting there just bored, like, bro, if I want to take some NyQuil willingly, I'll just take NyQuil willingly, Like, bruh, what are we doing here? So, I don't know how you guys feel about Captain America 4. I'm just, I don't know. Like, keep in mind, even though the movie might be, let's say, hypothetically speaking, it's decent, and it's not the worst thing ever, money-wise, it's going to be a failure. MCU movies haven't been making $1 billion in a long time. The only 2 MCU movies that made $1 billion is Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool Wolverine. That's it. And the only one that's made less than that literally is Multiverse of Madness that had 920, 930, and Black Panther 2 did like 830.
Endgame made $1 billion.
No, I was talking like after phase 3.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, phase 3 ends with the reason Far From Home, and that had $1 billion too. But
the reason we don't want Captain African American is we want Captain American fighting Hydra, not the Crips.
Oh God!
I would love to see Sam Wilson beating up the Crips. That'd be hilarious.
He would go up to him. You need to do better, Crips.
Look at there's the problem.
I'm still walking.
They cap him.
See, that's the problem. Steve Rogers actually fights the villains. Sam Wilson's just lectures the villains. So, I mean, there's the problem.
Are you saying Sam Wilson's Naruto and Steve Rogers is Sasuke?
It's the no Jitsu.
No, and it's the way that they write him. That's the problem. They used what was it? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier as an opportunity to touch on current events. And I get it. Comics and movies are always going to touch on current events, but they used it specifically to push a specific idea because there was the whole thing with George Floyd and all of that stuff. And so they used that as an opportunity to push that particular agenda. And they weren't the only show that did it. A lot of other shows that were releasing around the same time were doing the same thing. So it's not just the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but the problem is that stuck with, that was our first view of the MCU version of Sam Wilson as Captain America, and that left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths.
And then
obviously, basically the villain in his own show. Like John Walker was 100% correct. Sam Wilson sided with legitimate terrorists who were blowing up and murdering people.
John Walker is the best villain, one of the best villains ever. He did.
Yeah, John Walker was cool.
John Walker was justified in everything he did.
Yeah. And also after Captain America 4, we have, as Donald said, Thunderbolts. I think this is the one that I have the most hope for because when I watch the trailers, I'm like, okay, this doesn't look bad at all. So it's fine. I don't know if it's going to do well because they're pretty. Thunderbolts are even about as less known as Guardians to a actual certain extent, you know. So it could be a hit. I don't know. Honestly.
It could, but if you look at what Marvel does, since in game, they're going to pedestal the women, put them over the pedestal, and they're going to shit. Every guy is going to be incompetent, the comic relief, or just along for the ride and like hanging on to the women's
or
coattails.
evil,
or evil. It's secretly evil. Yes. So, and I don't know, man. It's just
it's the one that I think has the most hope, but it could also go so bad too.
No, you see, I disagree. Fantastic Four to me is the most hope. I am actually excited for that movie.
Really? Because that's crazy.
Because of the little bit I've seen, the amount of fan outcry that seems to have gotten through to Marvel bigwigs. They seem to have, for this movie, if what it seems like, they listen to a lot of people who enjoy the comic sphere and cast some decent people. It looks like it's going to be decent. Same thing with Daredevil Born Again. No Foggy. No, help me out here. I'm going to brain fart. It's too late. No Karen. What happened? Internet went fucking crazy and they pulled a Sonic. They put him in the show. After that, they're bringing John Bernthal back as a Punisher in the show. It's going to be what the fans want. Thunderbolts, I can. One second. I cannot get over Taskmaster. That is the straw. That is the straw for that entire movie for me.
I love Taskmaster.
Yeah, but the thing, you could also put the same thing in Fantastic Four. They're going to put a female Silver Surfer in there. That's almost even worse.
What I've seen so far, and I know people, multiverse is fucking stupid. It seems like it's going to be a separate Earth, separate reality. So, and I want to say I saw something that some channel I watch had a leak that it's possible hinted that Norrin Rad could appear when they.
Oh no!
Merge.
I know that's not happening. Whenever they say those things, that shit's not happening. No way, man. I can't believe them at this point. I mean, it could be true.
I mean, I've heard kind of like with you, like what you've heard, Darnell, that it's a different universe because it's supposed to take place in the past, right?
In the 60s,
but everything's futuristic looking. So it
futuristic.
is a different Earth, kind of like what something you would have seen, say, like in Fallout, where it takes place in the past, but it's like futuristic looking. So the same type of concept.
Yeah. I agree, Tony. I think they're boring. Out of all the teams, I think they're the most boring team.
And I think
they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of potential for a movie.
As this movie.
That will never be.
You haven't seen that movie. You haven't seen that.
I have, motherfucker. I have. I was like,
that's why people don't like Fantastic Four. The movies that Fox put out, that Fantastic one was going to be. I mean, Black Human Torch. Come on, you already knew that was going to be a fail.
I still like the cast.
I thought the very first Sony one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I got no problems with that first one.
I thought the casting was great in it, and the story was all right.
You hit Cloud Galactus. You're like, all right.
No, that's the second one. Yeah, that one was weird.
That's how you know you're at the end game. But
Hurricane Galactus, no.
There is one wild card everyone seems to be ignoring in discussion of Fantastic Four, and that's Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is having its first season. No, okay, listen to me. Listen to me on this one. Marvel Rivals is doing wonderful. It's blowing up everywhere, and its season 1 starts in 4 days.
Thanks, China.
They're bringing in the entirety of the Fantastic Four. What people weren't expecting is Marvel Rivals is causing people to go back. They're watching the New Mutants TV show. They're watching the Cloak and Dagger TV show. They're watching all these old shows so they can learn about these characters. And I think assuming Marvel Rivals is still relevant and they do Fantastic Four well, I legitimately think it's going to drive a lot of players to the theaters to see the characters they're playing.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed New Mutants. It's one of my favorite not good movies. It's not good, but I love it.
He did the Morbius thing.
Going and looking to read Squirrel Girl comics because of Marvel Rivals.
I'm just saying, he did the Morbius thing. Certainly a movie of all time.
I like Morbius, man.
Okay,
Morbius
now I don't like
I will agree with you there.
Oh Lord, he's just dance fucking with me. All right, so we'll go around.
What makes Morbius bad?
All right. So go around.
The acting, the writing, the directing.
No,
it's
cinematography,
the
craft
big
services,
it's
the
like
stunts,
it's like
the
B
key grip,
minus across
the best
the
boy.
It is
catering
not bad.
services, the actual acting, the have set
Trailers.
Stories.
trailers,
Oh,
Sony,
please.
everything.
I love
Yeah,
I
Tony
love
nailed
Black Adam too. We can go there.
Oh no. Okay, so we'll go around panel. Final thoughts on the MCU in 2025 for the 3 movies they're releasing. Arzo, we'll start with you. You have any hope
All right,
for any
so-
of these movies?
No, absolutely not. There's a small chance Fantastic Four could be good, but given the fact that they put whatever the Mandalorian's actor is called, I forgot his name. I was gonna
Pascal.
say, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, yeah.
Because he is white passing enough, but that he's still Latino. That's the only reason they put him in there. They admitted as much. So I'm not at all excited for that movie. Though there's a chance it can be good, I'm not holding my breath. Thunderbolts is going to be an absolute piece of shit movie. Even if it's enjoyable, it's going to violate the comics so severely that it's still going to damage the universe around it. And African American is going to be, it's going to need food stamps if they're expecting to pay off the debt they're building up anytime soon. The only thing that I have to say is I don't even think the future comics lies in Marvel unless you get a really big hit. At this point, I think Marvel's holding their breath for Superman to see if there's even still a market.
Oh, we can talk Superman.
Oh, we will later. That's on the docket. Darnell, what about you, man? Any hope for these movies or?
No.
I hate this guy. This guy was literally like, Fantastic Four would be great. Now, hope? Nah. I hate you. I hate you.
Can I elaborate, you son of a
No.
bitch?
God.
Stop,
Are you
elaborate,
Harrison
and
or something?
listen.
Darnell's back with a brand new invention.
No.
God,
No.
man. Captain America they set up Bucky to take the shield. They fucked everybody over and gave it to Sam. It's done. It's done. No one today. I saw people have been like destroying the scene where Hulk punches him. He brings the wings. He throws between 2 cars. You can clearly see the purple from like the Wakandan. Is going to take the kinetic energy to save him, to protect him. No, it's shit. The movie is done. Dead on arrival. It's dead before it even left the house. Fantastic Four. If it's done right, they have a good chance. I know you hate this show and you will not watch season 2. They have a good chance to bring it into the end of Loki and bring it all into the big picture. Thunderbolts again. Taskmaster is my fucking deal breaker. If they do Sentry well, which I think Pullman is a damn good actor and he could pull it off. Because Bob is a little goofy when he's Bob. When he's Sentry, he's a psychotic Superman. So that one's got a little bit more potential for life, I find.
Okay. Dan, what do you think about the movies? You taking the kids to see them? Or are you like, yeah,
Of course not.
little
My kid-
guys, we'll just watch on Disney Plus.
My oldest
No.
kid is 4. She's watching Totoro. Like, not watching this crap. Fantastic Four has the most potential, I think, because there's no crap attached to it. It's starting like with them and going forward from there. I don't know. I have a soft spot for that first one. I thought the casting was great. I don't think
That's the only good thing about them is the
Yeah.
casting.
I think so too. I don't think Doctor Doom was done properly. I don't think anyone will ever do Doctor Doom properly. Thunderbolts, yeah, like what a great concept to just crap all over. That's what they're doing with it. Like that trailer looks like trash. It looks like a Marvel film. Unfortunately, it looks like a James Gunn Marvel film. Unfortunately, Captain America. Who cares? I love Red Hulk. I've got the figure over here. I've got like the book. I loved that first run. I don't care to see Harrison Ford basically screwing up and his entire legacy while Sam Wilson just pretends to be Captain America.
Yep. All right, Bob, what about you?
There's a reason they're releasing Captain America on Valentine's Day. That's because it's gonna suck. Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts could actually be funny, but it's probably still gonna suck. And I don't see it actually being a huge hit. The only thing that might save that is because, like you said, Darnell, they're gonna do stuff to make the male characters comic relief, and that actually might work to bring in some normies. But I mean, we'll see. I don't see this making money, but it might do better than people expect. And then as far as Fantastic Four, I think really that's the only one of these three that wasn't already being made when Marvel decided to try to course correct. So that's probably the one that does have the most hope. But being that I just don't think they're going to get the Fantastic Four right. I mean, I'm cautiously, or I'm being cautious with that one because I want to have high hopes for it, but they burned me too much in phase 4. And so because of that, I'm just not sure. We'll see.
Phase horror.
Oh, good Lord. Now you're turning into me. So for me, I will say this. Fantastic Four, I do agree with you guys on the act of believing that it could be good because they did actually cast a decent lineup for them. The only thing that people really shitted on them for was the Silver Surfer casting. The only thing, they actually haven't done anything that bad to kind of be like, man, this could be bad. The problem with the Silver Surfer is people know, I mean, good Lord, man. Like, the fact that he may potentially not be in it is so bad. Like, why is, because we talk about first impressions of people's first impression of the Fantastic Four, you might get a female Silver Surfer. That's just like, what in the fucking hell? But outside of that, if he's in the movie, all you could be like, hey, you kept it from me. You did a good job. Awesome. Thunderbolts with the trailers, the one that I have seen didn't look that bad. I think it might be the biggest sleeper hit. It might. But keep in mind, we also had trailers that look good and we get a bad movie. I'm no stranger to that. Wonder Woman 84, cough. Oh, fuck. Good Lord. As you guys know me as well with Captain America, Captain Africa, Captain Food Stamps, Captain Shaniqua. Is there any hope for that? Like, I really don't want to see him fail. I really don't. I believe you guys. I don't want to see any of these movies fail. And I don't like Disney sometimes.
He only wants Captain African American to not fail for race solidarity. He's got to protect his brothers.
But it's like, all they have to do with him is
he's got to get a boat loan, man.
That was the weirdest plot point. That was the strangest one. This guy can't. He's in the government. Like, he's in like
apparently
a Fed or something.
Stark can't give him a trust fund loan.
Why is he asking the white man for money? Okay, that's another video for another day. So, yeah, I just don't have any hope for Captain America 4. I mean, the first trailer I saw didn't look that bad, but I'm like, you know what? That's probably the best thing they put out was those trailers. That's probably the best parts of the movie, and those in-between parts are going to be like, hey, honey, do you want to go blow me in the bathroom so we can get past this movie? Yeah. So that's probably what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like a Netflix and chill movie when you're watching it. But who knows? They're dropping Captain America 4 on Valentine's Day, and hopefully the other two movies can carry the dead weight, So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace.